Welcome to Team Forsee. We're democratizing DeFi and smart contract development. So you want to create a smart contract, but there's a lot of problems with that. First of all, there's the developer prerequisites, particularly on EOS. And we know that a large percentage of the community aren't necessarily developers. Nonetheless, also, we have tremendous fluidity in our network with changes to the code base occurring all the time. So how do you maybe execute smart contract code in an autonomous way? That's another challenge with the network as it stands today. So maybe you want to program something over a period of days or over a period of years. Maybe you want to involve time, space, other actions, or perhaps you want to interpret a smart contract in a human readable approach. So maybe you're not a developer and you want to evaluate what really the code is actually doing in a human way. So really the Team Forsee is, this platform is intended to address some of those challenges. So why now? We know that we have an underutilized EOS network, right? Extensive permission systems, for example, within our contracts are very impressive and really unprecedented or unparalleled across many of the web, the crypto space. But there's still a lack of tooling and solutions for, general users to express themselves through contracts. And there's barriers to developing on EOS that, still remain high, relatively high, and that really suppresses activity on the network. So size of the market, we're looking at EOS right now. We've got $1 billion market cap, not 5 million accounts, but, there's also an estimated $43 billion in DeFi market cap. And we think that this type of tool not only allows people to express themselves more generally within, say, the framework of developing a contract, but it could also be used for establishing some rather sophisticated swaps or different kinds of pools within, say, a network, right? And we're going to get into that more. So some of the direct competitors, looking more at like wallet-based solutions like Step Finance on Solana or Zapper on Ethereum, as well as Ensign Finance. Again, most of these are portals or tools that are integrated within wallets, whereas really the application of the solution we're looking at is more of as an application, standalone application. So really the product solution here is something that would incorporate modularized, so things that are already built or templated, logic blocks. So think if not, equals then, less than, greater than, that are draggable into like an interactive interface. And we would enable search discovery, right, for existing smart contract actions, accounts, and parameters, as well as introducing new ones at a later date within the evolution of this product. We'd have user-defined actions, right, based on the logic that occurred on the network. So maybe something occurs. If this occurs, then you can send a message or you can transfer a number of, say, specific tokens, or you can maybe sign something. We have, envision inherent support for multi-user MSIG as well. So this could be quite interactive. You could think of introducing, say, trading bots or other types of DeFi-based applications that you could then share with your peers. The inspiration really comes actually outside of crypto, looking at modeling approaches for, say, commercial electrical system products, developing control systems, as well as modeling them and expressing them in a visual way. So you look at things like MATLAB, or commercial PLC-based products that allow you to architect basically a solution and express them for other engineers or users to interpret, right? You have these customizable blocks that have continuously been tested and robust enough to deploy, and then commission those into a larger sophisticated system. So how it works, the user, again, drags and drops these logic operands to start the formation of, say, something occurring on the network. And this user then selects an action or queryable multi-index record against a contract that's available. And using the then operand, we can link a particular case with a user action. In this case that I'm showing here on the left, there's a transfer of EOS tokens based on a win of a tic-tac-toe game. But it could really be anything. This is just a very simple example. User specifies some code expiry settings and closes the flow of this logic, and then they generate actually code. And what happens here, what the magic is you actually get the a published wizard regarding a markup language that explains what the code is actually going to do prior to the authorization of a user or a number of users. And there's a visualization of code in Ricardian markup language, which again tells them what it's going to do. So the business model here that we're looking at is starting out with the free version, which incorporates MSIC functionality, limited code run settings to keep it robust and simple, as well as token generation, so you can generate your tokens with these, as well as a premium subscription service, which adds additional run settings and code block libraries, as well as alerts. So if you have questions on this idea, hit me up at WOF 310. And with that, I want to thank you for tuning in to my presentation. Thanks so much.